Hi there. All right, I'm gonna wait for a couple of minutes so that some people can join in and then we can start. Hi Ashley. Hi Varsha. All right, so I'll start in a couple of minutes just to let people come in. I actually actually I was also contemplating about coming in or not because I actually haven't been posting on YouTube for a couple of weeks. I was like, should I or should I not? And then I was like, stop being lazy, stop being stop procrastinating and just go. So, um, yes, everyone can be added. Just a couple of minutes because I want some of my moderators to come in. Yeah, actually, I have been thinking about it for a week now. Like, let's just go in, let's just go in because I'm on like semester break now. So I was like, okay, let's just be a bit more active. But I don't know, I'm just too very lazy, very like I just procrastinate way too much. So I was like, anyways. But yeah, everyone can be added. I'm just gonna wait a couple of minutes just to see if any of the moderators are gonna come in or not. But we can start in a couple of minutes. Uh, Jyoti, please don't ask questions right now. Girl, relax. It's and plus, like you just came in, you did not even say hi or anything. Just relax, girl. Like chill. Um, it was good for most of it. Like Leo season was kind of like up and down for me, But like it was really nice. I had a good time. How? What about you? How have you been? Like, how has Virgo season been for you? Let me just turn the air conditioner on because it's a bit hot today. Hi. I swear that wasn't me. That was the chair. It's been a while. Yes, it's been a while. Thank you. My birthday was 2 months ago in Leo season, but thank you. Yeah, it's always random. I don't know. I'm very lost in life, so yeah. The last time I was on a live was in Leo season. I did not come in Virgo season. It's yeah, it's just been I don't know, I'm just very lost in life, so I just sometimes don't even know what to do, honestly. So all right, I'll start. I like how everyone's saying happy birthday to me, even though my birthday was like 2 months ago. Oh my god, okay. All right, so I'll start because I'm not really sure if any of them want. I mean, they might come in. It's just been like 2 minutes, but we'll start. Um, Whoever is new, can you please let me just hold on. Okay. Okay, so the format is a yes or no question. You can ask only a yes or no question. For other type of questions, you can donate or you can book a personal reading. So Okay, I'm taking a screenshot. Okay. So the first person, I'm just gonna go by the order, by the way. So I'm not trying to. Girl, where did you donate? Okay, so I'm not gonna go by PayPal. Oh my god, where did you get this PayPal link? Okay, okay, Ashlyn, I got your money, but I actually don't use this PayPal. But yeah, returning subscribers is all subscribers. Okay, Ashlyn, I actually got your PayPal. Thank you so much. But I actually don't use this PayPal anymore, honey. So, if anyone wants to donate on PayPal, I'll give you the new link. All right. This is actually my old PayPal. I actually don't use this PayPal anymore because it's a business account and it's just like way too much. It's okay, love. I got the money, but I just don't use this PayPal anymore. All right, so I'll start. Hi, Vibration. Can you please help with the list, please, honey? Because it's too much. No worries, honey. It's okay. You can go ahead and drop your 3 questions, by the way. Damn, I did not know you had that PayPal. Oh God. Um, right now we're basically gonna do Ashlyn's questions because she donated. After that, I'm going to start with the free list, returning and new subscribers included, and high vibration is gonna help me with the list. So she's making the list. Until then, we're going to just start with Ashlyn's questions. Yes, I'm gonna do the shifting journey in October. It's already recorded. I'm just editing the video, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna post it tomorrow. Why do I sound so lost? Oh my god. Okay, I'm so sorry, guys. I'll do better. I'm new, but I'd like a more elaborated answer. How much? Okay, so per question, it's you can donate on like super chat, but per question, it's gonna be about how much is it? Okay, dollar 50 per question. You can donate on like the YouTube chat, or if you need the PayPal, I'll give you the link of the PayPal. Yeah. Okay, so it's gonna be $1.50 per question. All right, so let's start with Ashley's question. Um, so donations have price. I'm gonna start with Ashley's question, and high vibration is making the list for everyone else. Can you tell me about my coworker T feels about me? I work hand with her because I'm over her, and I've been trying to make things equal so we both feel comfortable. Can I tell you how your coworker T feels about you? All right. And the second question is, how does L feel about me? Okay. How does T, your coworker, feel about you? Okay, so how does your coworker T feel about you? I feel like there is like this like back and forth energy that your coworker T has in regards to you. At times, like she might act very moody, and in the sense like she might kind of like give you the cold shoulders, trying to kind of like show off that she's trying to ignore you, or just kind of like trying to mind her own business. But I feel like that's kind of like how she shows herself in a way, like, oh, I'm just gonna ignore her, or I'm just gonna kind of like mind my own business. I don't really care about anything whatever she's doing. That's kind of like how she tries to possess herself in, like, oh, this is how I'm gonna pretend in front of you, right? However, though, I feel like your coworker does think a lot, though. Has like all this like energies towards you about like constantly thinking. Like, I feel like the one thing I see about your coworker here is they definitely think a lot about like different scenarios, different things about you. Um, but just kind of like doesn't really show off that much at times, like just kind of like tries to keep it to herself. But I just feel like there is a lot of like in-depth emotions that I feel like this person doesn't kind of like, show off in a way, or doesn't like to kind of like show to you as well. But they definitely think a lot about you, every scenarios, every perspectives, they think about those things. But in hindsight, they never really show that to you, because it's like they show like this like tough exterior, like I'm the baddest kind of like, baddest person in the room, I never care about anyone, kind of like that. So to kind of like summarize, very moody type of person, very kind of like in their headspace, that's how they possess, or that's how they kind of like show off. But in general, they're a very kind of like sensitive person, and they definitely think a lot about you. All right, is how I feel like your T coworker feels about you. Hello. You can super chat, honey, or if you want PayPal, you can do that as well. You have both of the links, so it's up to you. I really need to start giving my PayPal link on like the live chats. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna edit it and give the PayPal link. Girl, I have like 3 PayPals. It just it just gets so confusing. Oh my god. I'm over it and I want to work alone. Okay. Um Alright, so your second question. Fuck, I lost. Okay, no, never mind. I found it. How does L feel about me? Alright, so how does L feel about you? How does L feel about you? Just for clarification, is this a female or is this a male? Just so that I can use the pronouns. Yeah. No, the email is wrong. I'll put the email down for you guys. The PayPal. You have it correct. Like you have the one correctly, Jasmine. But the email you put here is wrong. All right, it's a mail. I'm gonna give the link just in case. Just a second, guys. Why am I so lost today? Fuck Libra season. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Um. Okay, it's a male. How does L feel about you? All right. The next person, Nimki, Nimki. All right. So Nimki. After this, it's you, love. Also, Ashton, please go ahead and drop your third question. I think I've lost it. So, how does L feel about you? Did something happen between you and this person? I have the death card here. It feels like his emotions towards you are kind of like transforming. Each minute or each day, it's kind of like transforming in a sense. So how does this person feel about you in general? I feel like, so they're, like I said, like their emotions are kind of like transforming every minute as we're talking, right? And they kind of like shift here and there. Like one moment it's like, oh, maybe I should reach out to her, or maybe I should do something, maybe I should take some impulsive, L from Death Note. Maybe I should kind of like, make some impulsive decision towards them. Maybe I should do something. And then they're like, no, she probably doesn't want that. Or he thinks about like the ending or the situation that happened between you and him. So he kind of like diverts back as well. So there is like this very back and forth energy that this person is in, and their energies are always kind of like transforming. And this is coming from from a place where they themselves don't really know how to react to you or how to kind of like proceed with the situation regarding you in a sense. I feel like they think about a lot in terms of communication. Like that is like the key factor here. Like they're gonna reach out to you, they're gonna talk like this, or you're gonna react like that. So that is kind of like the key factor in how they think about you. Like they're going to reach out to you and you're gonna react in a certain way, or they are going to kind of like talk in a certain way. So that's something like that's part of their imagination. I also feel like, yeah, this person's just kind of like stuck in this like limbo zone. I feel like they're not really moving forward, but at the same time, they're also not really going backwards either. They're just kind of like stuck, not making a decision, not taking actions either. They're just kind of like stuck. And it's kind of like, I feel like eventually this person will get out of this energy, but right now it's like they're just like, jumping, like jumping in terms of emotions, and they're transforming a lot in terms of like how they think about you or how they kind of like perceive you as a person. All right. So that's what I kind of like see. What's your third question, honey? Ashley Vasquez. Thank you so much, by the way, honey. I see your question as well. So Nimp and Ashley, thank you so much. I see your questions. So please go ahead and drop your questions as well. And all right, so Nimp, please go ahead and drop your question, honey. And then it's Ashley. I'm just going by the order, by the way. Does my dad understand why I don't trust him? The one time I decided to open up to him, he uses it against me each time. Ends up like this. May I get an explanation on why he does this? All right. All right, okay. What does your dad understand why I don't trust? That's so fucked up. I'm so sorry, by the way. Like, you go through that. I'm so sorry. That's so fucked up. I feel like there is a kind of like controlling behavior that your dad has towards you, and I feel like he doesn't really understand completely that you don't trust him, or you're not never going to be able to trust him. It's kind of like one of those things where subconsciously or deep inside this person knows about it or they're aware of it, but they kind of like just think like, oh, I'm just overthinking about it, or that shouldn't be the case, like I'm her father. That's kind of like the energy, like despite understanding, despite knowing that he isn't in the right place of mind to do shit like that, he still does it only because he's like, oh, I'm her father, I can do whatever I want. And I feel like why he does it is because he wants to kind of like have control over you in a sense, right? He wants you to kind of like emotionally open up to him, talk to him about things that's happening with you, like just keep up with you, like keep all the tabs on you. But at the same time, if you say something or if you do something that he's not 100% okay with, or it doesn't go with like his ideas or ideology in a sense, he's gonna use that against you. So there is like this very fucked up controlling energy that is like controlling energy that your father has towards you. It's, I feel like he isn't really doing this out of like love, or out of like, look, I want to be like, closer with my daughter or something. It's not like that. It's more or less like controlling energy. Like, I want to know everything about her. I want to kind of like, know everything, and I want to kind of like see what she's up to. So this is kind of like a more or less controlling type of energy. I feel like the advice the cards are kind of like giving you here is, you don't really have to trust him. You don't really have to talk about things with him, because I feel like it's not really helping you in any way. You're not really feeling relieved either. Like, let's say for example something traumatic happened to you. If you talk about it with him, it's not like it's helping you. It's not like it's gonna help you either. If you talk to him about it, you can talk to strangers on the internet, you're going to feel much more lighter. You can talk to a friend about it, you're going to feel much more lighter. But talking to him isn't going to help you. It's going to kind of like make you feel much more shittier about yourself, because it's like, oh, maybe I'm wrong to think about like that, or maybe it's not like, best, or maybe if he's not accepting it, that means I'm the one who's wrong. So it's just gonna fuck with your subconscious mind. Hence why the cards are saying like you don't really have to think about it, you don't really have to do anything about him in a sense. Just kind of like if you want to go back to your bubble, that's up to you, but it's kind of like more or less saying that talk to people on the internet, talk to like internet friends, strangers even, or friends, but just don't talk about your problems with him because it's not going to help you. It's going to kind of like fuck up with your mind more because it's like am I wrong or is this wrong, kind of like that. So that's what I kind of like see, but I feel like the explanation is more or less just your father is a very controlling person. He wants to know every details about you, but not in the bestest way. Not like he wants to kind of like have a father daughter like healthy relationship with you. It's not like that. It's more or less like I want to know every details, and if something is not the way I want it to happen, I'm just going to kind of use that against you or kind of like make you feel shit about it. Is basically I feel like your father acts. You have the tower. Hi. Yes. Oh, by the way, guys, everyone needs to like and subscribe for reading as well. Even like returning subscribers, you have to like and subscribe. Okay, so thank you so much, by the way, Nimp. All right, I'm gonna do Ashley's question, and then Jasmine, and I saw another one, Harsha's question. When Julie, okay, okay, okay. I see all the donations, guys. I should probably wear some pants. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So Ashley said, "When will my Sagittarius crush Norman contact me on social media to tell me he wants to be with me in a love relationship? Okay, okay, you guys are social media friends. Okay. When will this person contact you on social media to tell you he wants to be in a love relationship with you?" Ooh, confusion. Too much in their headspace. Okay, so when will this person contact you? At the earliest time, I'm getting like Sagittarius season. That's like the earliest time you can expect him to reach out to you and talk about his feelings or try to get into a relationship with you. So there is a huge possibility your relationship or your situationship with this person may improve during Sagittarius season. But I'm not saying that you're going to start the relationship exactly in Sagittarius season, but I see improvements in terms of like your connection going towards the next level. Because next to the Temperance card, you also have the Page of Wands, and to me, pages usually signify like early beginnings, something kind of like at the earlier stages of a connection or a relationship. So it's gonna be at the earlier stages where maybe you're potentially going towards a relationship or you're slowly starting the relationships in a sense. So I feel like the earliest is gonna be Sagittarius season, and within I feel like Aries season of next year, you can definitely expect something more positive between you and this person to happen, because I feel like this has been going on for some time between you and this person, like this back and forth on and off cycle, or just like this back and forth energy between you and this person. So I feel like definitely going to kind of like get into improvements with this person, and it's definitely going to start. um Now, when it comes to this person's headspace, I feel like there is an attraction or there is an attachment that this person also has towards you, but I feel like they're just very confused. Like they're too much in their headspace and they're too much confused about things, or about kind of like in general what they're trying to kind of like do or do with their life and with you as well. So I feel like that's kind of like the blockage. You're ready for this person, but this person isn't yet ready, because I feel like they're still kind of confused about their life and just in general. They're kind of like thinking too much about everything in a way. But you can definitely expect within Aries season, sorry, within Sagittarius to kind of like within Aries season, there is definitely a possibility of a relationship as well as like improvements if all goes well. Is what I see for you, Ashley. Very confused person, by the way. They are just so much in their headspace confusion is kind of like the energy, like borderline energy. You're welcome. Yes, I'm doing the, what do you call it, the donations right now. I'll get back to like the free list very soon as well. I don't think I see them. Do I? Thank you so much, by the way, Ashley. Nimp as well. Thank you. Okay, I don't see Jasmine's question, so until Jasmine drops her questions, I'm gonna do Harsha's question. When will I get married? Harsha said, when will she get married? Okay, Harsha, I feel like there is a huge possibility your wedding could be like a summer wedding. And I feel like it could be like summer wedding or like, early fall season is like the time frame I'm seeing in terms of when there's a potential wedding that may happen, or at least like, at least what do you call it, at least like, the engagement or just like the other functions, whatever. So I feel like there is a huge possibility it could be like within like fall season, or kind of like summer, like late summertime. So I want to say like maybe September, August, end of August, September time. And in case of a time frame, I feel like it's coming, all right? Like you don't really have to think too much about it. You don't have to worry too much about when the wedding's gonna happen. Am I even gonna get married? Like there is no need for you to think too much about everything that's happening. I feel like you're already on the path of like, finding the person or getting married, and it's gonna happen sooner or later. It's just like a matter of time. Until then, the cards are basically advising you to focus on yourself, focus on the things that you want to kind of like achieve for yourself. That's kind of like the main focus they're asking you to be in. And in case of like a time frame, I want to say like maybe within 11 months, there is a huge possibility that either you're already married or the functions are at least going to happen. Like you're getting engaged, you're kind of like maybe planning, you found the person, just in the planning stages. So again, like you're very close to getting married, like you're on that path. Like it's one of like the next steps for you in the future, right? So there is no need for you to worry so much about what if, or what if nothing happens. You're already on the path. So I want to say like within 2023 to like next year, I feel like you're definitely going to be married. Krupa donated on PayPal. All right, thank you so much. High vibration. Sorry, I did not see my PayPal. All right, honey, I got your money. So two questions, right? Yes, I got it. So honey, we're doing the donations right now. I'll get back to the free list very soon as well. Okay, so Jasmine, Krupa, Julie, Alpha, and Liz. After Liz, I'm gonna go start like the free list again. Okay. Stay with me, guys. I don't skip anyone. I do everyone. Unless you guys are not here and I call your name, that's a different case. But don't worry, even if it's like 4 hours, 5 hours, I'll do everyone on the list. Okay. What is Joey's feelings about our recent date? Girl, I thought you were gonna ask about the Capricorn. Okay. So what is Joey's feelings about our recent dates? Okay, so what is his feelings about your recent dates? You know what? I love the reading. There is the Wheel of Fortune, King of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. Nice. Okay, so how is Joy feeling about your recent dates? I definitely feel like he finds you very mesmerizing. There is definitely an like attraction, and he is attached to you to some extent. And he is loving the dates. He has been loving the dates, and he wants more of the dates as well. So there is definitely a sense of like having a a crush on you, or his emotions are kind of like slowly developing towards you, right? It's still on the developing end though, like he's still kind of like getting attached to you, or the emotions are still building up. But I feel like he definitely thinks about you in a very kind of like in a high pedestal. He definitely likes you a lot. However, though, I feel like there is like this something. I feel like either this could be in his personal life or regarding you, in a sense that this person also kind of like backs off at times. So I feel like either he's not being 100% honest about the things that's happening in his life, or I feel like he's holding back on telling you some details. This could be either regarding his personal life or regarding the dates in general, but there is definitely something that this person is not really being 100% honest about, kind of like keeping it to himself, being very slow about certain things here and there. So on the external side, like how he thinks about the dates, internal emotions as well, everything is positive. There is just like this one emotion here, or this like one energy portion, where I feel like maybe he's not being 100% honest and he's holding himself back from telling you that details. So at times I feel like there is a bit of like anxious energy when he's around you. I also feel like at times he also gets a bit nervous around you as well, but um aside from that, there is definitely something that he's like keeping it to himself, like not being 100% honest. Good to see your channel growing. Thank you so much. He gets scared. Yes, I feel like he's definitely hiding something. But aside from that, this man's just like head over in heels in love with you, or slowly getting to that place. But I feel like there is definitely something he's keeping to himself and not being 100% honest about. So just giving that as a heads up, like just try to kind of like see what's happening before you kind of like dive too deep into this connection. Okay, so next question. Sorry, I was just like finding the question. Okay. Does he like you? What are his next actions? I mean, you can ask a different question, because I feel like in the first question it already answers that he likes you, or he's slowly kind of like starting to like you. So I would say like maybe ask a different question instead of like number two. And what are his next actions towards you? Okay, you asked the next question. What are his next actions with you? Can you guys hear me? Or am I not audible? Okay. What is Joe hiding? Joey hiding, sorry. What is Joey hiding from you? Okay, so what is Joey hiding from you? I feel like he is definitely hiding something regarding his life and definitely his emotions. So emotions are definitely something about you, by the way. So what he feels about you, I feel like he's not being 100% honest about that. Aside from that, I feel like he's also not being 100% honest about things that's happening in his life. I feel like he shows like the good portion or the good side of his life, and doesn't really talk about the struggles, or doesn't really show off the struggles. So maybe something related to work or something related to his personal life that this person is struggling a bit with, but he is not talking about it. He's not going to show that to you either. Like he's going to show off, he's going to flex the better sides or the better portion of his life, and not tell you about the negative impacts or the negative things that's happening in his life as well. So I feel like that is something this person is hiding, and he's definitely hiding his emotions towards you as well. So kind of like keeping it to himself, not fully kind of like explaining, or not fully kind of like diving too deep into that as well. So that, and as well as like just showing like the good sides of his life and not telling you about the bad portions or the bad things that's happening in his life as well, is I feel like what he's hiding in a sense. I feel like something related to work mostly, as well as like there could be a bit of like family drama that maybe he's not being 100% honest. showing like the good sides, like, oh, my mom is lovely, I love my mom, she is like the best person in the entire world, but he may not tell you that his mom abused him when he was a kid. So that's kind of like basically what the example would be. What are his next actions towards you? Okay, so what are his next action towards you? I feel like his next action is going to be very impulsive, and it's going to happen after a period of maybe not really going on dates or not really being as expressive in terms of communication. He's going to come out of like nowhere and ask you on a date, or maybe start talking again with you. So there is definitely this period of maybe just kind of like keeping it to himself, or like make action towards you, and like maybe will ask you to kind of like go on a date or make certain actions towards you. So I feel like his next actions are definitely kind of like building stability or working towards something with you that gives him the contentment, and he knows that he's going to be happy if he goes towards this. But at the same time, I feel like there could be a slight bit of like maybe delay, or a period where maybe he isn't going to be as expressive, either in terms of actions or in terms of communication as well. And after that, it's like the action, the passion kind of like comes in, and boom, he kind of like takes the action towards you, or he kind of like does something towards you. So overall, to summarize, he's definitely going to make some action that's going to provide some stability for you both, but it's going to come after a period of like just keeping it to himself, and then he's going to come towards you, if that makes sense. So that is also something I would give like an advice. Like, there could be some moments where it's like it's not really that action oriented, you know. So just kind of like giving that as a heads up. Like, the hermit card came out for all the three readings, like all the three questions, and it's like I feel like at times this person just kind of like gets too much in his headspace and may not make the proper action towards you. All right. Thank you so much, by the way, for the donation. Krupa, please go ahead and drop your two questions. Yeah, he's moving, and he will definitely be busy. All right, I see. I'm thinking about going into speech pathology. Is this a good career option for me? What messages does my kid spirits have for me? Ooh, okay, that's a unique question. All right, okay. So I'm thinking into going into speech pathology. Is this a good career option for me? Is this a good career option for me? You, okay. Oh my god, I got a yes. Okay, so I feel like you should definitely go for this career portion. I feel like right now maybe you're constantly thinking because of like either you're confused yourself, or because of other people around you that made you a bit confused about this. But nonetheless, the cards are definitely giving you a heads up. Go for this, because in the beginning it might be a bit like challenging, or it might be a bit confusing for you, like what am I doing about this. It's definitely going to come in. So I feel like the cards are definitely saying go for this. You're going to be very good in this field. You're going to be one of like, the top people in your class. You're going to do amazing in terms of grades, and you're definitely going to be very passionate as the time passes by. It's just like in the beginning there might be this like back and forth energy about like, is this it, should I do something different, but at the same time I don't know. And then on top of that, people are also kind of like putting like the cherry on top, like giving you different ideas, or somehow like not really going with your ideas in a sense. So that's also going to make you very confused. But they're definitely saying go for this, because as time passes by you're definitely going to find your passion regarding this, and you're going to do amazing in this field as well, in terms of finding a job in the future or doing a good or making a name for yourself. But at the same time, like when you're in class as well, you're gonna be amazing in terms of your classes, grades, and everything. Okay. Just a heads up though, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of moments where you're just gonna be like, what am I doing with my life? Is this it? Should I change? Should I do something different? Just don't let that get the best of you. All right. What messages does your kid spirits have for you? Okay, I feel like your kids are gonna be very intuitive or either water signs, either of those, okay? The logical like the logical side of me wants to say that they could be potential water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But the spiritual side of me wants to say like, oh, they're going to be like very spiritual or they're very connected to you in a sense. So I feel like take both of the emotions or kind of like both of the readings in a sense, because I feel like they could be heavily influenced by water placements in their chart, but at the same time, I feel like your kids are going to be very connected to you, or they are connected to you still. So both of the messages are, I feel like, goes with your case right now. I feel like your kids basically just wants you to kind of like know that they're kind of like with you. Like I said, like they're very connected to you in a sense. So they are watching after you, or they are kind of like very excited to meet you. But until then, they are basically just essentially saying like just go for your new beginning, because you're gonna meet them sooner or later. And once you do, you're gonna be fully ready for them. But right now, it's kind of like saying that the timing is just not right yet, and they want you to focus on yourself, make a name for yourself, do things that's gonna give you life as well, aside from your kids, aside from that portion of your life. They basically want you to kind of like focus on yourself, build up your own stability in a sense. So I definitely, your kids are, like I said, like very connected to you. So they are just kind of like looking after you, but right now they're basically just saying like they want you to kind of like do things that's going to give you life, and eventually you're going to meet up with them. And once you do, you're going to be ready and they're also going to be ready. So there's going to be a good connection between you and your kids overall once the timing is right. But just right now they're saying like, no, like you don't need to think about anything, just kind of like focus on yourself, build yourself, find friends, find all the lessons, do everything that your heart desires you to do. So that's kind of like the in general overall the message the cards are kind of like saying in terms of your kids. That's what I see for you, by the way, Krupa. um the next person is Julie. Julie, can you please go ahead and drop your three questions, please? You're welcome. Julie and Alpha, please go ahead and drop your questions. Yes, you can be added. How will things look like between me and Philippe in long term? We have a big crush on each other at the moment. Okay. How will things look between you and Philippe in long term? I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Oh, I love the cards. Okay. All right. So, I feel like right now you both are just like in this energy level where you're basically just waiting for him to kind of like do something towards you, like, no, I'm just gonna sit right here, I'm just gonna wait, I'm just gonna see where things go, and I'm gonna let him make the action. And he's also in a very similar energy like you, like, no, I'm just gonna wait it out, I'm just gonna see what happens, I'm just gonna see if she's interested in me or not. So you both are kind of like similar in like similar energy levels. It's not like he doesn't want to make an action towards you, but I feel like when it comes to this person, he is more or less like testing the waters right now, just saying like if you're interested in him or not, or if this is going to be sustainable in the future or not. So that's kind of like his perspective. And for, from your perspective, it's like, I'm just going to wait it out, I'm just going to see what you do next. So both of you are kind of like in similar energy levels. I feel like eventually one of you, I feel like whoever is more dominating, because I have the Emperor card here, whoever is a bit more dominating in terms of your energies, I'm assuming it's probably going to be him. But if you feel like, no, I'm the bit more dominating person, I'm the one who makes more action, then this could be related to you. But whoever is a bit more dominating is going to be the one who's like, you know what, f this, I'm just gonna kind of like go for this. And that's how kind of like a confession or an offer might be made. So I definitely see an offer coming in the future. And it's not gonna be a planned offer, by the way. It's gonna be one of those things where it's like they're tired of the waiting, or you're tired of the waiting, and you're like, how long? Like, how long am I gonna be in this energy? Nothing's happening. So almost it's kind of like talking about that you're gonna get bored, or he's gonna get bored of like the waiting game, and boom, someone makes the action. So I definitely feel like there's going to be an offer, but it's going to be impulsive, and it's going to happen because one of you is very bored of like no actions being made, and they make the offer. I feel like it's going to be very passionate, by the way, and you both are very compatible when it comes to emotionally being compatible, passionate as well, like physical compatibility. All those things are definitely there. Like the gist of all those things are definitely there in terms of your relationship. I feel like there is a lot of discussion as well. Like you're gonna talk to friends, or like maybe possible tarot readers. He's also going to talk to his friends. So there is definitely a lot of like mutual stalking that's also going to happen after the offer has already been given. Like, let's say if, for example, he gives you the offer, you could ask tarot readers. It's like, oh, does he like me? What's the next action? So there's definitely mutual stalking, and from his end, it might be like, oh, do you think like she likes me, or what should I do next? Like he might ask that to his friends. So I see that mutual stalking, and I see like eventually there's a huge possibility you both are definitely going to start a relationship. But it just feels like almost like a high school love, like looking at each other, wanting to do things, but kind of like, nah, she probably doesn't like me, or he probably doesn't like me, I'm gonna wait it out. So it feels like a very high school type of like kind of like puppy love, in a sense, like in the puppy stages, like I'm gonna kind of like wait it out. So none of you are kind of like making the action, but once the action is being made, I feel like things are going to be very smooth between you and this person. I hope you got that, or am I? Can you? I hope you can hear me. What's your other two questions, honey? He's a player, but he's super gorgeous. She is infatuated. Even if he's a player, I feel like he does like you, like genuinely does like you. So even like if he has like player tendencies, he genuinely does like you, because I feel like so much passion coming from this person, and like so much love as well. Like he wants to genuinely offer things to you, not like play up with your emotions. But it just feels like this like kind of like, high school type of shit. Like you both are not really doing anything, and that's the main problem here. But you are right in your place, by the way. Let him come to you. I 100% support that. Like let him come to you. You're brilliant. Thank you. Thank you. Please go ahead and drop your other two questions, honey. Guys, please don't leave. By the way, I never skip people. I'll do everyone's reading, so don't worry. When you don't want to reply to someone, but you accidentally open their text, I just did that. Oh god. Now I have to reply to the person. Um. All right, honey. You can take your time with thinking about the questions. Until then, let me. Okay, is he leaving? Okay, okay. I see your question. Is he leaving permanently? Is he leaving permanently? I feel like he hasn't really made the decision yet. I feel like he's thinking about it. The only factor that's going to kind of make this happen or make him kind of like leave the country is if he's gonna get better options or better offers in the country that he's trying to get into. So I feel like the family isn't gonna be the issue here. I feel like it's gonna be one of those things where if he gets a better offer or if he feels like it's gonna be better for him, then he's gonna leave. So I feel like right now he's more or less in this idea and he's kind of contemplating it, like should I or should I not? If I'm gonna make a better lifestyle here or if I'm gonna have a better lifestyle there. So I feel like if he gets more offer or gets more things in the other country that he's trying to go into, I feel like then he's going to permanently leave. But until then, I feel like he's not really making like that decision. So he has that as like an idea right now. He hasn't really thought about permanently leaving. He's more or less like thinking like if I get a better option or if I get better money or something, then I'm gonna leave. So I want to say like I feel like the chances are kind of like 60% more towards leaving the country permanently and 40% kind of like sticking around here. I think if he finds like something better or something more financially worthy, then he's definitely going to kind of like leave. But right now that's kind of like the ratio. Like he has that idea and he's thinking about that idea more. Hence why it's like 60% he might leave permanently, but 40% being a no because he also is very attached to the current country or the current place that he's in. So it's kind of like a 60-40 ratio. I feel like he's gonna have other offers as well and other things on the horizon. So there's a lot of like big things happening for this person, way too much. Like he is like thinking about different things and he's trying to kind of like fix his situation. So like the Wheel of Fortune came out at the end. So I feel like his situations are definitely improving in the future. Everyone can get a reading. You have to like and subscribe if you're new, and if you're a returning subscriber, yes, you can get a reading as well. You have to like the video and just wait up a bit because I have a couple of more people and then I'll start the free readings again. Okay, Julie, please go ahead and drop your last question if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, last question. Okay, so I see high vibrations questions as well. I'm curious about buying a house. Can you see? Okay. All right. Sorry for the wait, Alpha, but you're gonna be afterwards, and then Liz. Okay. So I'm curious about buying a house. Do I see anything about that? Okay. Okay. You're curious about buying a house. Can I see anything? Okay, the cards are giving you a heads up. Go for this. I feel like in the near future, within a couple of months, not even like, in the next 5 years, in the next 4 years, or in the next 2 years, I feel like it's very possible that it may happen within 2022. At most, it might be like maximum 2023. But I'm highly getting like 2022 for you in terms of like buying a house. The cards are definitely saying go for this, be very consistent in terms of planning, in terms of like having a couple of option in terms of lenders or lenders or people who kind of like show you the houses, loans as well. Like have like this like consistent planning as well as consistently chase after this, because I feel like it's very possible it's going to happen within a couple of months. You just have to be very consistent in terms of like saving the money, in terms of like planning everything, and I feel like it's going to happen. So I want to say yes. I feel like you're going to buy a house. If it doesn't happen within 2022, I'm going to say within like the first 6 months of 2023, girl, you're definitely going to buy the house. But I'm more or less leaning towards 2022. You're definitely going to kind of like buy the house soon enough. And I feel like the time frame I'm seeing for you in terms of like moving into the house. Next year, I want to say like maybe Scorpio season, which is around end of October to November time. I feel like maybe you're moving into the house, or you're kind of like renovating the house a bit here and there to kind of like move in. So keep working on it, keep being consistent intuitively. Whenever you feel like doing something, like I want to go towards the bank, I want to go to the bank, I want to kind of like see my plans, I want to see things here and there, definitely do that. So the advices here would be very consistent in terms of saving the money or in terms of going towards your plan. Always kind of like intuitively listen to yourself when it comes to your house. Like if you feel like I want to go and like search up some houses today, listen to that and go for that. So do everything that your intuition tells you and just be very consistent. You're on the right path when it comes to this. All right. So I want to say yes, you're gonna buy the house nonetheless. Thank you. Thank you so much, by the way, for the donations. I hope the reading resonated or made some sense to you. Okay, so I'm gonna do Alpha's reading now, and then Liz, and then we're going to start with the free readings. Sorry, I was just updating like the pinned message. Okay, so just looking for Alpha's questions. Alpha Honey, can you drop the questions again? I cannot find the questions. Okay, thank you. Okay, so can I tell you about Rebecca's current thoughts and feelings towards you? What actions will she take towards you, and what is she hiding from you? Okay. So, what are her current thoughts and feelings towards you? Okay, so what are her current thoughts and feelings towards you? See, okay, I feel like this person likes you, at times likes you, right? Like the emphasis words are likes you and then loves you as well. So they go very back and forth in terms of their emotions. There is a hint of like vagueness coming from this person as well. Like they want to have a new beginning, they want to start something with you, but they're also very kind of like distracted or kind of like in their own emotions at times. So very back and forth, and hence why there's like a word emphasis words of like as well as like loves you. So I feel like at times this person's very emotional about you, or they have feelings towards you, right? But then there are other times as well where this person kind of like is like, no, I don't want to do anything about this, I'm just gonna kind of like see what happens, I'm just gonna treat this casually or just like regularly as I'm treating this right now. So very back and forth and kind of like very up and down in terms of like how they have emotions towards you. They know that you are someone who's like very dear to them, and they also know that there is like hints of emotions coming from you as well. Like they know that you care about them, they know that you genuinely like them or genuinely want to do good things for them, or there is like that spark about like how you possess feelings about them in a sense. So there is definitely that hint, like she knows that, but at the same time they kind of like want to treat this very casually, but at the same time at times they really want to have a new beginning with you. So I feel like very emotional at times, and then very kind of like detached at times. It kind of like goes very back and forth in terms of their emotions. But truly deep inside, like subconscious energy, I feel like this person wants to kind of like start something with you, but they're not gonna open up or they're not gonna talk about it anytime soon with you though. That's kind of like the issue here. And they also intuitively to some extent kind of like know that maybe you also feel about that, or there is like something from your end as well regarding this person. But the problem is they just like never really talk about it, they just never really do anything about this. So that's kind of like the main underlying issue here when it comes to this person and their emotions towards you. But I'm not kidding, the amount of like water placements I have here, like the King of Cups, Page of Cups, Queen of Cups, um 10 of Cups. So there's a lot of like Cups cards. So yeah, definitely a lot of like emotion based energy, but they don't really do anything about it though. That's kind of like the main issue here. They just kind of like keep it to themselves. Okay, so what actions will she take towards me? All right, what actions will she take towards you? What actions will she take towards you? There is this word that's coming in my head. This is like an anime word. I'm just gonna tell this to you. This is this is how I feel like she acts towards you. It's called sundrays. Like the T is silent. It's kind of like an anime word. So what this people with this like type of personality, I don't really know like the proper English term for this, but this is like an anime term where like the person shows emotions, tries to kind of like do something, and the next moment they are like, no, I don't like you, if this, I don't want to do anything about this. So this is how I feel like your person kind of like acts towards you. Like there is emotions, but then she doesn't do anything about it. She just kind of like keeps it to herself or acts very vague about it. So it's kind of like the term I kind of like got in my head. Probably misspelled it though, but if you search this up on YouTube or Google, you're probably gonna find something. So this is how I feel like she acts with you. All right. So in terms of like what are her next actions towards you, I feel like this is most likely talking about in the near future because I see your situation improving a bit. This person's gonna acknowledge the connection, acknowledge her feelings towards you, as well as acknowledge how you feel about them, and intuitively that's something they know as well. So they're going to basically more or less acknowledge everything, and they will act upon it a bit, but it's not going to be anything that concrete or anything for a relationship to start. So they are going to basically show off that they have emotions for you, or they're basically going to tell you about it, but they are going to expect you to kind of like make the last action or do something about it in terms of a relationship. So I feel like the things that they're basically going to do is like they're going to acknowledge, they're going to kind of like give you that opening so you can start something, or potentially give you the chance for a relationship. I definitely see that here. I feel like they are definitely going to be kind of like be a bit more vocal, be a bit more open to the idea of a relationship as well. So I definitely see all those things, but I feel like they're not going to start the relationship or will literally ask you out. They're going to basically give you the opening so that you could be the one asking, or you could be the one initiating afterwards. So that's kind of like what I see here. Like they're still going to be in this like very back and forth energy. At times they're going to be very expressive, and at times they're going to be slightly less expressive, but more or less they're going to acknowledge the connection and give you the chance. Okay. So the last question is, what is she hiding? Okay. What is she hiding from you? Did Liz drop her questions? Because I don't think I see her questions. Okay, what this person is hiding from you is they're basically hiding their emotions towards you. I feel like low key, this person wants to have a relationship with you, or low key wants something with you in a sense. And they feel really happy when they're with you, or they feel really happy when you're with them as well, or whenever she's talking to you, or whenever she's spending time with you. That definitely makes this person quite happy. So that is also something I feel like this person is hiding. So these are the two important things I see here in terms of what they're hiding from you. One is they want a relationship, but they're not talking about it, or they're not doing anything about it. And the second thing is I feel like they're also kind of like hiding the fact that they do enjoy your company, they do enjoy spending time with you. So that is also something I feel like this person is hiding. Essentially, basically, they're just kind of like hiding their emotions, but there is definitely a lot of underlying emotions here. There is definitely a lot of like love here that they feel about you. There's a lot of like stability as well, but they kind of like hide it. On another message, I feel like something related to their own stability, like maybe finances, family as well. I'm not saying they're hiding it, but they're not really telling you all the details about it. So maybe there could have been something that happened in her family, but maybe she hasn't really spoken about it, or maybe she doesn't want to talk about it, or maybe something related to her work life. Maybe she's not being 100% honest. So that's kind of like on another note that she could be hiding from you, or waiting for the perfect opportunity to kind of like tell you all the details. So that is something I see here. But in terms of you and this connection, I feel like just basically wanting to start a relationship or feeling content with you is what she's hiding. That's what I see for you, Alpha. For your questions. Thank you so much for the donations. I hope that resonated or made some sense to you. Okay, so Liz, can you please go ahead and drop your questions? Liz, you're welcome. Is Liz here? Liz and Jasmine? Okay, okay. What can I expect this month in my love life? Okay. What can she expect in her love life this month? Jasmine as well, honey, please go ahead and drop your question. And I remember Harsha's question. It was, when will I get clients? Oh, that's okay. I think YouTube doesn't allow 555 at times. It's okay. What can you expect in love for this month? All right, guys, we're almost done with the free list. Sorry, I mean the donation list, and then I'm going to start with the free list. Okay, so in terms of like what you can expect in your love life, I just want to ask first: are you dating someone, or are you single right now? Because I see a lot of pentacle cards here, like Ace of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles as well. So I feel like the borderline energy is like you're focusing on your work, you're focusing on kind of like building your stability. And with the Ace of Pentacles, it's possible that maybe you end up talking to a couple of people if you're not dating someone right now. But if you're dating someone, then it could like it's gonna be a different message. So just want to ask you, like, are you dating someone right now, or are you single talking to people? Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. I see it. Okay. So again, so the borderline, kind of like the underlying emotion or energy here is basically you're focused on working, you're focused on building stability in a sense. And I feel like beginning of the month, or like the first week or the second week of October, the person that you're talking to right now, I feel like things are gonna be slightly, by the way, that's the emphasis here, like slightly up, like up and down, because at times, like maybe because of like time, because maybe this person is quite busy, or maybe you're gonna be quite busy, you both are not gonna be able to talk that often, or at times the communication might be a bit vague because of like maybe busy schedules, or just like not in the like the vibrational level in a sense. But you both are going quickly going to move out from that energy, and then I see something more stable happening between you and this person. So maybe you both end up going on dates, you both are going to have more stable communication, being more open and vulnerable with one another after this like period of like just like back and forth unstable energy. You both are moving towards something more stable and something more good for both of you in a sense. And this is where I feel like things are going to start improving. Things are going to be a bit more emotionally vulnerable for you both in a sense. But I feel like this month is just going to be quite busy for you in terms of your work life, and the person that you're talking to right now, I feel like things are definitely going to be quite stable as the month progresses. There's just slightly a bit of hiccup in the beginning, but then as the month progresses, there's definitely a lot of like stability happening between you and this person. um a lot of like mature conversations, mature dates and stuff. And you're definitely working on other things as well, like trying to build up abundance. And this month overall is going to be kind of like that type of month where you're busy all over, busy with your love life, busy with your work life, busy with your personal life as well, and balancing everything properly. But that's kind of like essentially what I see in terms of your love life. It's just like there's gonna be kind of like basically going towards the next level with the person you're talking to. So getting more vulnerable, and basically just, being a bit more stable with one another. How is Pisces currently feeling about me? How is Pisces currently feeling about you? Okay. How is the Pisces currently feeling about you? Okay. How the Pisces is currently feeling about you. I feel like the Pisces has emotions to some extent, but I feel like they are also kind of like focused on other things or elsewhere as well. So it could be work, it could be finances, it could be other people, but I feel like the Pisces does think about you. The Pisces does have emotions towards you, but at the same time, I feel like they are focused on elsewhere or focused on other people in a sense. I feel like I'm not sure what connection you have with this person here, but it's kind of like essentially saying that like he or she does think about you in a very loving way, thinks about like maybe the good moments or the time you both have spent together, and is waiting for the perfect opportunity to start something or do something regarding you in a sense. But in general, I feel like they're just like in a kind of like in a lump, basically focused on other people or other things. That's kind of like basically taking their time and attention. But this person, I feel like, wants to reach out to you, offer you more of their emotions, or more of like, wants to be more vulnerable with you in a sense. So I feel like there's definitely a lot of like underlying emotions here that's kind of like being hidden by other things, that's kind of like making this person a bit busy at the moment. But there's definitely a bit of like wanting to start something though, or wanting to do something regarding you. What's your third question, love? What are the I like how she said S dot 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 E. Oh my god, okay. Oh, thank you so much, high vibration. What are Libra's next action towards me? Okay. I'm not sure if you both are talking, but I feel like communication is one of the actions I see in terms of you. So if you both are talking, I feel like if the communication has been a bit slow, or if the communication hasn't been that genuine or did not feel that real in the past, I feel like that's going to change up a bit in the future. So, and that's kind of like if you both are talking right now. If you both are not talking right now, then I feel like this person's basically going to come towards you, have communication with you, or just basically start the cycle in a sense. So communication, I feel like there's potential possibility of like maybe taking things to the next level or wanting to take things to the next level, in a sense. Like, next level would be like maybe wanting to meet up, wanting to kind of like do something. But I feel like it's going to take a lot of energy, a lot of kind of like action from this person to kind of like come towards you. And it may take some time. Like, I'm not giving you a time frame, but I'm just gonna say, like, maybe it's gonna take a couple of days, weeks, or hours for this person to kind of like be like, okay, I want to do something. I'm tired of like this, like, like state of limbo action. I'm gonna do something. And this is where I feel like this person's gonna offer something that's gonna be a bit more stable. So it's gonna come in a form of communication. It could come in a form of like, maybe wanting to take you out on dates, wanting to kind of like do something that's going to bring the connection to the next level or build the foundation, in a sense. um I also feel like this person at times does wait for you as well, like waiting to see if you're gonna do something, waiting to see if something's gonna happen between you and this person from your end as well. But I feel like the action would be basically coming towards you and offering something, bringing something to the table is essentially what this person's gonna do. Just gonna give you a heads up. It may take some time because they're still kind of like contemplating and going a bit back and forth. But nonetheless, it's gonna happen. It's just gonna take some time. All right. Um, yes, honey, you can, but you have to like and subscribe and just wait up a bit. All right. Okay, so Harsha said, when will I get new clients? When will Harsha get new clients? These are just single questions, guys. So everyone, please come back. We're going to start with the free list very soon. Okay. When will Harsha get new clients? I feel like you're gonna get a couple of clients, at least minimum one, or maximum, not let's not say maximum. I mean minimum one. You're going to get at least a minimum of one client within Libra seasons. We're already in Libra season, so I want to say within this month there is a possibility at least one client. And I feel like in general, I feel like your business might be a bit slow at the moment, but don't let that affect you. Keep working on your business, keep working. If it's a YouTube channel, if whatever you do, the cards are basically saying keep on working on it. If you have, like, let's say a YouTube channel and you have clients coming in there, keep on working, keep being consistent with your YouTube channel. If it's like your business, keep on being consistent, keep on, like, building your business, keep on promoting it. So don't give up on it. It's just like right now maybe things are a bit too slow, but unexpectedly things are going to flourish and blossom for you. Keep on working on your gift as well. Whatever you're selling or whatever you're going to do, like the services, keep on building that as well. So don't just wait around or just kind of like get too sad about like whatever's happening. Keep on being very consistent about it, because I feel like there's a huge possibility things are going to look good for you in the future. But you also have to know that you have to be the one who's taking action towards it, right? But in case of a time frame, I want to say, like, there's a huge possibility within this month you may end up at least minimum one client. All right. We skipped. Oh no, honey. I did not skip her. Hi, Harsha donated before her, if I'm not mistaken, or at least that's how I saw. I'm so sorry if I skipped anyone before. Yeah, everyone gets a free reading, but yeah, new subs also get a free reading. Everyone has to like and subscribe. That's what I see for you, Harsha. I want Libra season, and just be start not start. I mean, keep on being consistent with your gift or whatever services or items you sell. Had the best sex of my life with the Cappy friend last weekend. Did he feel the same? Oh my god. Okay, so did the Capricorn friend? I like how we still call him a friend. Oh my god. Okay, so did he feel the same? Yes, this person felt the same as well. I feel like this person could have been doubting a bit before the sex happened. So let's say before the sex or before the physical intimacy happened, maybe he was doubting a bit. Like, was it a good idea to get physically intimate tonight, or was it a good idea to meet up tonight? So I feel like maybe he was kind of like contemplating, or he was kind of like not really sure about what's gonna happen. But I feel like after it happened, he definitely felt very relieved. I feel like it was also the best sex for him in a while, and I feel like it helped him de-stress. It helped him kind of like just like, feel free in that moment, just like no restrictions, no stress, no drama. He felt very relieved in that moment. um so yes, I feel like the person, like your person, felt the same. So yes, he felt the same about the sex, and it helped him quite a bit. So he also felt very relieved in that moment. Yeah, I like how we still call him a friend. Girl, give him a different name. We need a different name about him. Um, who's the next person? Okay, Nim. Nim said single love reading for the month plus the next month or two. Okay. Single love reading for Nim for this month. Alright, okay, so basically end of the year love reading. Okay. Hi. Colorful friend. That's a good name. Colorful friend. Colorful friend. Okay, I'm gonna do 3 cards each month. Let me just shuffle this again. So love reading for October. You can donate on super chat as well on YouTube. Like the super chat option. Yes, you can super chat. Okay, so what's gonna happen for NIMP in October? November. I feel like something's blocking your love life, Nim, because I've been shuffling for some time, and like they're not trying to give me cards, so I feel like this is a blockage. I think something's blocking your love life. I feel like intuitively, I feel like it could be you that's blocking your love life, like not being 100% honest with your needs or wants as well, like whatever you desire, and at the same time just this like low vibration energy of like, do I really deserve that, or what if like this is not going to go in my favor? So there could be a slight bit of like insecurity as well. So I feel like there could be a slight bit of insecurity when it comes to your like love life in a sense, and as well as like maybe not like 100% accepting of what's gonna happen, or just things in general. All right, so I did end up getting a couple of cards. So let's start with the reading right now. So what's going to happen for you in October in terms of your love life? I feel like your situation, at least in the beginning of October, I feel like your okay, I'm sorry. I feel like your situation in October, at least in the beginning of the month, isn't necessarily changing as much. So like in the beginning of the month, I feel like your situations are not really changing as much in terms of your love life. Like there is a lot of transformations happening in terms of your other things, like in your other placements in your life, like finances, career, family life. Like other things are kind of like changing up a lot, and emotionally as well. You're changing your emotions quite a bit, and there is a lot of like energy that's changing for you in the month of October. So you're gonna go very back and forth, and don't hold back. let the lessons kind of like come in. Whatever lessons you're going to learn, it's going to be beneficial for you in the long run, so let it happen. So I feel like nothing much is happening for you in October, at least in the beginning of the month. As the month progresses, I feel like you may meet someone, or you may end up talking to someone on social media, or you're meeting this person in real life, like in school, university, in your work life, whatever the place is. So I feel like it's gonna be definitely like that, and I feel like it's possible that you may end up meeting someone. Or I feel like it can also be that your energy is gonna change out of like nowhere. You're gonna be like, you know what, I think I'm ready for love, or you know what, I'm ready for things to kind of like be a bit better. So this is where maybe you are the one who's kind of like going on websites, or giving other people a chance in school or university in a sense, or college, like you said. So this is where I feel like things are slightly kind of like changing for you. But in the beginning of the month, it's kind of like nothing much, because you're just in that like, you're just not in that energy level. And that's what I felt as well when I was like shuffling the cards for you, because it just felt very off. Like the cards are like not coming on. And I feel like that's also a sign for you, like love life isn't something that you should be focused on at the moment. There are other things, other people that also needs your attention as much as your love life. All right. So focus on other people, other things, other placements in your life, because love life's gonna, like, your love life is gonna move naturally, it's gonna happen very smoothly. But if you give too much of your energy to this instead of focusing on other things, you're just gonna be basically, you're just gonna be stuck in a toxic relationship, or you're just gonna be not giving your 100% in the relationship. So that's the advice. Now moving on to November, that's the energy I see here for you in the beginning of the month. Like you again got into that energy level where you're like, things are just never really moving forward, I'm never happy, people around me are happy, but I'm never happy. So it's kind of like you're isolating yourself again because of like your emotions, because not feeling 100% honest, or just not feeling good about yourself in a sense. I feel like during this time there's a possibility you may meet someone, or the person from October could be here as well. But in the beginning of the month, I feel like your situation again is like in that, just like in that low vibration level. You're not really moving forward. And I feel like in the month of November, it's kind of like a very slow month for you. You're more or less focused on work or college in your case, focusing on studies, focusing on kind of like yourself. So this is kind of like the month where you're more or less isolating yourself and trying to kind of like move forward, have new beginnings for yourself. Now, moving on to the end of the end of the year, December. Um, birthday months are usually very depressing in general, so I don't blame it, to be honest. Like birthday months are always very depressing. Leo season was like very depressing for me as well. So December, if you have an ex, or if you have someone from the past, I feel like there's a possibility that person could be coming back, or you may connect with that person again. um, During this time, I feel like you are in a very better place compared to October and November. Like you're enjoying life, you're enjoying, like, whatever is being given to you in a sense. Like you're definitely enjoying your time and everything that's happening. So during this time, I definitely feel like you're going to be in a really good place, and definitely enjoying yourself quite a bit, despite all the challenges, despite everything that has happened. You're definitely going to enjoy yourself quite a bit. Again, like I said, like there's a possibility you could end up connecting with someone from your past, ex, fling, or a friend or a crush, someone like that. I feel like there's a possibility you may end up connecting with that person. But things are just going to be a bit slow in general in terms of like the next 3 months. In terms of your love life, I feel like, again, I just want to say, I feel like the emphasized energy here is like, love life isn't something that you need to give your focus to at the moment, because it's like, it's going to happen very naturally. Right now they're just more or less saying that work on your insecurities, better up your emotions a bit, focus on your college, just kind of like give into yourself, like give into that self-loving energy. Because right now, love life isn't something that you should focus on. It's going to happen very naturally. Right now it may seem like this is so shit, but when the time comes, you're going to be like, you know what, this was well deserved, or I deserve this after some time. So I see people, I see like maybe talking to a couple of people, getting crushes on some people. But just in general, kind of like divert your focus on elsewhere, or other things, on other people as well that needs your attention at the moment. Okay, so who's the I think was there any other donations? Okay, no, maybe, right? All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do one old subscriber and then one new subscriber, so two at a time, okay? So Vidushi, Vidushi and Twinkle, Vidushi and Twinkle. Please go ahead and drop your yes or no format question. Vidushi and Twinkle, please go ahead and drop your yes or no format question. You're welcome. Yes, please. If you need, I do like email readings as well. If you want to kind of like keep all the months, like what's gonna happen in a month or so, you can get that as well. Okay, so will I move for study and my decision be good or not? Will I move for study? Okay, will you move for study? Is Twinkle here? Twinkle, please go ahead and drop your question. Yes, Bumblebee, you can be added to the list. So, are you going to move for study? And if your decision is going to be good, so are you going to move for study? Okay, so if you're going to move for study and if it's going to be a good decision for you, I feel like the cards are saying go for it. It's definitely going to be good for you in the long run. You're definitely going to have more opportunities, have more options as well. So definitely saying go for this, and you're definitely going to have a lot of like new beginnings as well as like a lot of like different things that's going to be really good for you in the long run. So it's definitely saying yes. Definitely move for your studies, and I feel like you will move for your studies. And if you end up moving for your studies, if it's going to be a good decision or not, yes, I feel like both of them are yes. There might be a bit of struggle with like maybe finances for you, or just kind of like balancing everything. But don't let that affect you, because in the long run, I feel like it's definitely going to be really good for you. So it's a yes for both. You will move for your studies in the future, and your decision definitely will be really good for you in terms of opportunities. All right, so last call for Twinkle. Last call for Twinkle. Last call for Twinkle. Ashley. Ashley. Is my annulment divorce going to be granted soon? Ashley and Nymph. Ashley and Nymph, please go ahead and drop your yes or no question. You're welcome. Is my annulment divorce going to be granted soon? Will your divorce be granted soon? I feel like your ex-husband, ex-wife, whatever the gender is, I feel like they are basically going to try their level best to kind of like drag this or not give into your demands. But I feel like yes, I feel like your divorce is definitely going to be granted soon. I feel like within the end of this year, you can expect it to happen, or at least the latest time would be like next year, February time. But I think there's a high possibility it could be around like Sagittarius season of this year or November season. And if by within not this time, I want to say like Aquarius season or like Capricorn season of next year. So within this like couple of 4 months, I feel like it's a yes. Your divorce is definitely going to be granted, and I feel like your ex-husband's just going to like hold on to this, or will try to drag this so that maybe he doesn't have to like give into your demands, or just wants to be petty in a sense. But if, yes, I feel like it's definitely going to be granted soon. Thank you. Keep on fighting it. Don't let him like win this either. Keep on like showing who the boss is. Girl boss. Good luck, Twinkle. Is Pisces girl I know a true friend for me? Ashley, honey, please go ahead and drop your question. Yes or no question. Ashley, Is the Pisces girl I know a good friend to me? Okay, so is the Pisces girl a good friend to you? It's currently Nim's turn. Ashley, I think, is not here. Okay, Peach. Ashley and Peach, please go ahead and drop your question. I want to say she's kind of like very 50-50. I don't think you can 100% trust her with everything, but at the same time, she is like not a bad friend either. I feel like things where she also has some benefits, or it's like something that she also wants. I feel like she's not gonna be like, you know, a true friend, because she kind of like sees you as a competition or will get jealous of you. But like, let's say things where it doesn't really affect her by any means, she is gonna be kind of like a true friend or a good friend, you could say. So I wouldn't necessarily say you can trust her 100% or she's a good friend overall, but she has like some like opportunities or criteria where she can be a good friend. But like, I wouldn't necessarily say trust her 100% though. Like 100% it's a no, but to some extent you could trust her. Okay, but like in anything that she sees you as a competition or some things that she also wants, she's going to kind of like not be a true friend. She will try to kind of like drag you down in a sense. So no, I don't think she's necessarily a true friend. You could call her a good friend, not a true friend. Like, you know, like good friend in a sense where you could trust her at times, where like, let's say you want to study psychology or something, you could trust her because she has no interest in that. But when it comes to a boy you both like, yeah, probably not. So good friend, not a true friend. Um, guys, I'm gonna go and grab some water. So in the meantime, just a minute. In the meantime, Ashley, Peach, and Clara, please go ahead and drop your question. This is the last call for Ashley. Peach and Clara, if you guys are here, drop your question. I swear that wasn't me. That's the chair. Okay, just a second. Sorry. Okay. I hope I wasn't gone for too long. I'm so sorry. Okay. Hi, NK. I'm doing fine, honey. I hope you're okay. Oh, by name. Okay. Clara said, my question is see my future spouse? Are we going to end up together? Okay. If C is her future spouse, and if you're going to end up together. Okay. Okay, so I feel like the cards are basically saying I feel like there's a possibility this person could be your future spouse, in terms of like you're getting married or kind of like ending up together. So it's a possibility. However, the cards are also telling you don't hold on to this, or don't just kind of like just keep this as like the only person for you, because there are other people out there that can be much better than this. So hence why they're just saying like this is a possibility, because you may end up with this person in the long run, but there are other options out there for you. There are other fishes in the sea for you as well that can be better options. All right. So that is the only reason the cards are just giving you a possibility. Like, yes, it's possible that you both may end up together. This person is your future spouse, but they're also saying just don't kind of like like compromise with this person. Don't just kind of like settle with this person only because of like emotions, or just because you feel like this could be the one, because there are other people who can be much better options than this. All right. But I'm getting like a possibility of like a yes. You can buy a question, honey. It's gonna be $1.50. Okay, so last call for Ashley and Peach. Last call for Ashley and Peach. Ashley and Peach. Unless I missed their no, I did not miss their question. I guess Ashley and Peach are not here, so they are going to be skipped from the list. Okay, so Neptune and Varsha. Neptune and Varsha. Please go ahead and drop your yes or no question. It's in the pinned comment, honey, like the pinned message that you see. The pinned message, that's the PayPal link. Or you can just super chat. It's up to you. Oh, there are two lists, honey. They're the returning subscribers. Varsha, does Varun truly love me, and will we end up together in a relationship? Neptune said, will Patrick message me this October? Okay. Does Varun truly love her, and if they're going to end up together? Okay, so does Varun truly love you, and if you're going to end up together? Okay, I feel like yes, Varun does love you, but I feel like this person's just kind of lost, and they also don't really know what they truly feel in a sense. Like I feel like they're there, but I don't think they themselves know properly in terms of how they feel. I feel like there's also possibility you both may end up together, but it's in the very distant future. Like it may take some time. A lot of lessons are there. and I feel like it's just gonna take us. It's just gonna take some time before this relationship kind of like takes to the next level, or you both go towards the next level. So I feel like it's possible that you both will end up together, but it's in the distant future. So it's gonna take some time, and I feel like they truly love you. It's just like they are themselves very lost in terms of how they feel. Are you brown, madam? Because you are good with Indian names. I'm not Indian, but I'm from Bangladesh, so it's the neighboring country, and that's why I can pronounce the names properly. So yes, I'm brown, but not Indian. I'm Bengali. You're welcome. Will Patrick message me this October? All right. Oh, okay. Social is next. Moon, is Moon here? Is Moon here? Will Patrick message this October? I feel like if this person messages you, okay, sure thing, honey. Anytime. Like the email is in the description box as well as on the pinned comment. So whenever you're ready, just send me an email. It's okay. Okay, so in terms of your question, Neptune, will Patrick message you? Oh my God, thank you. Oh damn, I'm. Thank you so much. By the way, I did not know that. Damn. Okay. Okay. So sorry, I got lost for a second. Sorry about that, Neptune. Okay, so will Patrick message you this month? I feel like if he messages you, it's gonna be at the end of the month or close to the end of the month. I feel like it's gonna take some time before this person texted you or does something regarding you. I feel like you both will end up talking in the near future. I want to say it's very possible that it may happen within this year. Like it may happen at like the end of Libra season or kind of like start of Scorpio season or around like Sagittarius season. So it's gonna happen. But in terms of like this month, I want to say it's like possibilities are like 60% being a no, because it's going to happen at the end of the month. So it may happen like in November or kind of like close to November. That's what's kind of like a 60% no and 40% yes. But don't let that affect you, by the way, because you both are definitely going to talk very, very soon. Okay, so yeah, it's going to happen very soon, honey. Don't worry too much about it. Okay, so to answer your question, Neptune, I feel like it's a yes, but a 40% yes. Okay, it's gonna take some time, but don't let that affect you. Both are gonna talk regardless. Yes, honey, it came through. Please go ahead and drop your question, Clara. Thank you so much, Marilyn. Thank you. Oh my god, so I did not want to talk to this one person, so I did not want to open their text messages, but I accidentally opened their text and now I have to reply, but before I replied, they are kind of like sending me more text messages. So it's just it's just like at times when you don't want to talk to someone, so you're just kind of like ignoring their messages, but you end up opening it and now you have to reply. It's like, yeah. Yeah, it's your turn, social butterfly. And Navjeet, is Navjeet on the list? Navjeet, you have to like and subscribe, honey, and then wait. There is a list. Okay. So shit, I lost the question. Oh god. Okay. 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 I see it. Can I expect anything from the Sagittarius next week? Can you expect anything from Sagittarius the next week? Yes, you can expect something from the Sagittarius next week. I feel like there is gonna be a potential waiting game, all right, and it's gonna be very slow. So let's say an example would be if it happens next week, it's gonna happen close to the weekend or close to the end of the weekdays. So yes, you can expect something from this person, maybe a text, maybe an invitation to go out, so something like that. You can expect it, but it's just going to be a bit slow. And I see there's like a bit of like waiting game coming from you as well. Like you're just waiting up a bit, like if it's gonna happen, is it gonna happen or not? So there is a bit of like waiting game. But yes, I feel like you can expect something from the Sagittarius next week. Um, no, the list is still open. You have to like and subscribe, and then you will be entered in the list. Um, I'm so sorry. I just lost the questions for a couple of seconds. So, all right. So I did Neptune. Next is Clara because she donated. Am I going to shift soon? Is there anything left for me to do in terms of shift? It's okay, honey. Since you're the only moderator today and like you have been here since the beginning, you can ask like 4 questions. Thank you so much for like just being here and being an amazing moderator. Are you going to shift soon? Is there anything left for you to do for shifting? Is Clara going to shift anytime soon? Are you going to shift soon? Yes. And I have the 10 of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Both of them are at 10, Clara. So this is to me emphasizing 2 things here. I feel like 10, whenever you have multiple 10s in a tarot reading, it usually talks about kind of like new beginnings, because from 1 to 10 it's like end of a cycle. From 10 to 20 or other numbers, it's like a start of a new cycle. So it's a new beginning for you. Shifting is going to be a new beginning. You're embarking on a new journey. You're definitely going to go towards the next level in a sense. So yes, you're definitely going to shift. And since you have the Wheel of Fortune as well as like 10 of Pentacles, so I feel like it's also talking about October as well. Like something may happen in terms of your shifting journey, or in terms of like you shifting in the month of October as well. I want to say maybe more or less end towards the end of the month, like around Scorpio season, is when like there's a huge possibility you may improve in terms of your shifting methods. You may end up shifting, even if it's like for a couple of seconds or for a couple of minutes. You may end up shifting, like mini shifting as well. So I want to say it's a yes, and I think something may happen around this month for you as well. In case of what is it that you need to do in terms of your shifting journey, I feel like just be a bit consistent with practicing, with kind of like leveling up about like your methods and everything. And another thing is like listen to your intuition. If some days you feel like no, I need a break, some days you're like no, you need to do this today, but you're like no, I'm just too lazy or I'm just too tired, listen to your intuition, like go for that. Is the advice in terms of what you can do in terms of your shifting journey. But that's what I basically see for you. It's a new beginning and something may happen, even if it's a mini shifting. It may happen, and there's a possibility it may happen within October. Okay, Moon and Lali, can you please go ahead and drop your questions? Moon and Lali. I'm doing both of them together. So one person from the new list and one person from the old list as well. And Navjeet, you are added to the list, I believe, but your name is not yet called. Your name will be called. Will I do well at my current job next week? Will everyone be happy with me? You're welcome. I'll post the shifting video for October as well tomorrow. All right, so will I do well at my current job next week? Will everyone be happy? I am Jazzy, bro. There is a list, honey. You have to like and subscribe, and if you're already liked and subscribed, you need to wait up a bit. There is a list. I'm going by the order of the list. Okay, so Lali, will you do well at your current job next week? Will everyone be happy with you? Don't overthink about this. It's the first advice. You have the King of Swords. Just go for this. Just do your work properly, and you're gonna be fine. Like you don't need to please everyone, or you don't really need to do anything extraordinary because you're fine as you are. You're an amazing employee, or you do amazing at your work. There's no need for you to kind of like worry too much about other things. So that's kind of like the first advice. But if you want to ask, will you make everyone happy? It's a yes. I feel like you're gonna do amazing. Just don't let any pressure, just don't let anyone's words or anything other people say get the best of you. Just be very lenient. Just kind of like do your work as you casually do and usually do in a sense, and you're gonna be fine. If you think about this way too much, this is where you're gonna fuck up a bit. Hence, where the cards are just saying, just relax a bit, okay? Just take your time, do whatever you need to do, and that's enough. But to kind of like answer your question, Lali, will you do well at your current job? Yes. Just kind of like make sure that you're just focusing on the work and not other people or what other people are saying. Just do whatever you feel like it's going to be right for you. And will everyone be happy with you? Definitely yes. You're an amazing employee and you're going to be amazing in your workplace as well. All right. Okay. So, um, Moonlover said, "Do I have a soul connection with my crush?" See, does Moonlover have a crush, soul connection with their crush? See. Currently it's Moonlover's time. Okay, so Moonlover, do you have a soul connection with your crush? I feel like it's a yes. I definitely feel like there is like a soul connection that you both have, like maybe past life connection, where maybe you had a past life. Your name hasn't been called yet, honey. So you're still on the list. Your name hasn't been called yet. I'm doing one old subscriber and one new subscriber. So the next person is Harsha and Mary. Okay, so sorry by the way. Moon lover. So yes, I feel like you have a soul connection with your crush. See, I think there is a potential, if you believe in all these things, that there is a, like, maybe you both had a past life together, or you have been together in your past lives, and hence why you both reincarnated at the same time together. So I want to say yes. I think there is a huge possibility you both have some form of like soul connection. You both are supposed to teach each other some lessons, and there are some things that you both are going to learn from one another. So it's a yes. I also feel like it's a very playful connection as well. Nothing like that toxic, nothing as serious. It's kind of like a very playful connection. You both are here to kind of like playfully teach each other some lessons. Mostly about letting go. Um yes, Carmen, you can ask. You have to like and subscribe, and then there is a list. All right, so I'm gonna close the list for old subscribers, and um, I'm gonna take maybe 6 or 7 more new subscribers if they come in, but the returning subscribers list is closed. Okay, so let me do Harsha and Mary. Can you please go ahead and drop your questions? Harsha and Mary. Harsha and Mary. Harsha, Jan, Mary, or Angel. Are you guys here? Angel, please go ahead and drop your yes or no question. Oh, okay, I see. Has Yatin been thinking about me lately? All right, so last call for Harsha. Last call for Harsha and Mary. Last call for Harsha and Mary. All right, so Mary and Harsha are not here, so I'm sorry guys. I'm gonna skip you because I called your name. All right. So has Yatin? I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing the name wrong, by the way. Has Yatin been thinking about me lately? Has Yatin been thinking about Angel lately? Okay. So has Yatin been thinking about you lately? I'm getting a yes. I feel like he or she may not kind of like show this to anyone, even with like friends and family. They may not like, show off, or they may not tell about the fact that they still think about you or they still miss you. But this person definitely thinks about you, they definitely miss you a lot, but they're just not going to be expressive about it. They're just not going to talk about it anytime soon, or with anyone in a sense. But they definitely think about you. You're living rent free in this person's mind, but they're trying to kind of like, divert their emotions so that they don't think about you that much. But it's clearly not working, because this person definitely thinks about you quite a bit, all the time. So but they just don't really talk about it with people. um Nikki, honey, there is a list, and if you're new here, you have to like and subscribe. Okay. How do I say this? Ah. Oh my god. How do you just what do I say? Just ah? Are you here? Oh my god, okay. Oh my god. Okay, Kuro, Jan and Kuro. Last call for Jan from the returning subscribers list. Jan, are you here? Yes, donations have priority. You can be added to the list, honey, Nikki. And I'll call your name. You're gonna be added to the list. So, Jan, last call for Jan. Kuro, Kuro, are you here? Okay, if you're new, honey, Sabrina, you can like and subscribe, and you're gonna be added to the list. All right, so Harsha, Jan, and Kuro are not here from the returning subscribers. So okay, Delicate is here. Delicate, you can go ahead and ask your question. It's a yes or no format question. Okay, so Harsha, Jan, and Kuro are skipped because they're not here, and I suppose is not here either. Okay, so I guess is not here either. Okay, thank you so much, Christina. Please go ahead and drop your two questions. Okay, okay, is not here. Christina, please go ahead and drop your two questions. And okay, I see Delicate's question. Does A have feelings for me? Does A have feelings for Delicate? Paris, Julie, please go ahead and drop your yes or no question. Paris and Julie, if you guys are here. Does A have feelings for me? Yes, Delicate Hearts. A has emotions for you. A does have feelings for you as well. So I got a yes, and I feel like they are somewhat neutral about it. Like they don't really express it that much, but at the same time, they're not necessarily denying it 100% either. So they're just kind of like in the mid zone, like they're not denying it, but at the same time, they're not really that expressive about it either. But there's definitely emotions here. They definitely think about you quite a bit. It's just like at times I just feel like this person doesn't really express it that much, but at the same time they're not denying it either. So yes, I feel like this person has emotions for you. um Sometimes I feel like they can be sneaky as well, like maybe stalks you on social media or keeps tabs on you. But this is all kind of like just, internal stalking that they do. But definitely it's a yes. I feel like this person has emotions for you, and kind of like in the neutral zone as well, like not denying but not really accepting it either that much. So Julie said, I heard a voice tell me you're not alone. Was I imagining things? Was Julie imagining things? No, Julie, I don't think you were imagining things. I feel like you were just in a very vulnerable state in terms of emotions, in terms of like mentally as well. And I feel like it was your spirit guides that said that. Like they're just kind of like giving you as a heads up, like you're not alone. We're with you, always with you in a sense as well. So I don't think it was like, just like hearing things or just kind of like imagining things either. I feel like you definitely heard something, even if it was like in your head or even if it was just like just for a split second. It wasn't something that happened abruptly. It was more or less like you heard it because it was said. And I think it was like your spirit guides that said it because you were going through a really tough time, kind of like almost alone as well, isolating yourself or in isolation. So I think it was just kind of like your spirit guides trying to kind of like uplift you in a way that you're not alone. We're here with you as well. So it's yes, I feel like you did hear something and it wasn't just in your head. Like in terms of like if it was in your head, that's a no. But you definitely did hear something and it was real. So it's a yes. All right. So Christina said, "Will the new guy respond back to me and the outcome with me and him?" Okay, will the new guy respond back to you and the outcome between you and him? Um, not yet, honey. I'll call you when it's your turn. Okay, so I'm doing donations right now, and then I'll do the rest of the questions. Will the new guy respond back to you? Okay, will the new guy respond back to you and the outcome for you and this person? Oh, just a second, honey. Carmen. Okay, yeah, I got it. Wait, hold on a second. Which account did you make it? Just a second. Carmen, honey, I did not get your donation yet. It did not come through. Can you just check up on that a bit? Okay. In terms of your questions, Christina, if the guy's gonna respond back to you and the potential outcome between you and this person, I'm getting a yes. I feel like this person will respond back to you. There is going to be communication between you and this person. I feel like it may happen within a couple of hours or within a couple of days, perhaps, and it's going to happen very unexpectedly. Like you're not going to see it coming, you're not going to expect it, and boom, it just happens. And it's going to be really light-hearted and kind of like very casual as well. So there isn't going to be hint of like toxicity or hint of like just too much pressure in a sense. It's going to be very lighthearted and fun in a way. So yes, I feel like this person is definitely going to text you back. um, and I feel like in terms of like when this person's going to send this to you, I feel like I feel like within, like I said, like within a couple of days or within a couple of like hours, this person's definitely going to send it to you. And in case of like the outcome between you and this person in the near future or in sometime soon, I feel like there is going to be communication between you and this person. You both are definitely going to I feel like you both are definitely going to kind of like Carmen, honey, just a second. I'll see it after this reading. Okay, I'm just gonna check up on the PayPal. Just a second. All right. So my bad, Christina. So, in case of like outcome between you and this person, I feel like you both are definitely going to talk. You both are definitely going to go towards like something more casual or moving towards a relationship. So I want to say that awkward phase where it's like you're not friends, but you're also not lovers yet, or technically not lovers yet, but you're kind of casually flirting, you're casually kind of like together, but you're still not in a relationship, is how I kind of like see this as. I definitely feel like it's gonna take some time, and before that, I just see back and forth communication. This person's definitely going to find you quite hot as well, is gonna be attracted to you. Just giving you a heads up, there's a possibility this person might have a bit of like player tendencies. So just kind of like giving that as a heads up. But I feel like at times there might be a slight bit of like keeping things to themselves or just not being as 100% open about things. So at times I feel like there's going to be like a defensive energy as well. So in general, just to kind of like summarize, yes, this person will text you. It's going to happen very unexpectedly. You're not going to see it coming. And I feel like, and then in terms of outcome, I think there's a potential of a relationship happening in the future, but it's going to take some time. And the outcome for some time is just going to be this like awkward phase where you're not technically lovers, but technically not friends anymore either. And he's just going to find you very hot and quite mesmerizing as well. It's just like at times he might kind of like detach himself and may not communicate as much. All right. So that's kind of like what I see for you, Christina. Hi, babe. Hi, Clarissa. Honey, I'll check up on your donation because it did not come through. Okay, it came. No, it still did not came through. Okay, so I'm good, sis. How are you? I tried texting you. Okay, the text did. Okay, the text went through now. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I got scared again because like the texts were not going through. I was like, is she okay? Is everything okay? Carmen, which PayPal did you send it on, honey? Coming in. It's like the other people sending in. So, which PayPal did you send it on? Is it on the? Is it the one that's written on like the Ants Tarot as like the pin message? Is that the one? I see your donation on my PayPal, honey. The one that's on the pinned message. Can you hear me? Uh, Okay, okay, it's not buffering anymore. Yeah, I'm not really sure which PayPal she sent to because I don't see her. See, I see other people's donations, but I don't see her $6. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, so LM, can you please go ahead and drop your questions, honey? Yes, I see yours. I see yours, but I don't see her, and I see other people's as well. Sent to because I only have one PayPal. Yes, LM, honey, can you please go ahead and drop your questions? Like okay, the live stream was going so well for 2 hours, and now it's like buffering. Hate my life. LM, please go ahead and drop. And all the lists are closed for now. If I have time, if I feel like I want to do a couple of more, I'll. She's like, is it because I came on? Okay, okay, you can hear. You know what? I'll just start a new one. Okay, can you hear me? Okay, you know what? I'll start a new one. Should I start a new one, or like do you want me to start a new one, or should I just stick you know what? I'll just start a new one. Let me Oh my god, this is so confusing. Okay, if you guys can hear me, then I'll stay on this one. If it happens again, fuck my door. Fuck YouTube. Anyways, sorry. Okay, where was I? Okay, let me just see the question. Will I have a new job this year that will pay higher? All right, so if you're going to have a new job that's going to pay higher, right now, I feel like you're going to be in this energy where maybe you're constantly kind of like challenging yourself constantly every terms of like energy in a sense. Really going to kind of like overthink about this way too much, and I feel like it's just gonna take a toll on you in general. But don't kind of like let the negative, because I feel like you're definitely going to get a job that's gonna be higher than this. Guys, I'm just gonna start a new one, okay? LM, I'm gonna do your reading again.